So it's your host JefeJAP on the ones and twos. All right, and Jonathan's in the building. What's
Yo,
up,
yo,
boy?
yo, 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 yo. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
You doing all right?
I'm doing better. Doing a lot better, to be quite honest with you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So weekend going pretty good.
Yeah. I'm going to the party after this. And then tomorrow, I'm dropping my lady off at the airport. She goes to England for a week.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so. Well, I couldn't go. I couldn't get my passport in time, so it's okay.
What part of England?
I couldn't tell you offhand. But she's going over there with some family. So.
Okay, a whole week. Nice. You gonna miss her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good. You ask her to bring you back something nice and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
At a minimum, I need at least like 3 pictures a day because I'm just like, I need to know you not just like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? All right, I'm in my room. Like,
okay.
No. I need you to go outside
and live.
Touch the grass. Touch the grass.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Okay, nice. I'm excited about that. All right, cool. Did you happen to catch Chris Rock, the Netflix special? I think that was last week.
I've caught so many things that weren't the stand-up.
Okay.
But I know enough about the stand-up. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yes. It seems like that's all they've been talking about this past week.
It's weird. It's weird in like a sad way because it's just like you didn't have to do this. But at the same time, I understand the need to address it.
Yeah.
But the way you addressed it is hypocritical. Because it was like, I think one of the main like points that he had, like towards the end where he's talking about the Oscars or whatever. Yeah. He was like, yeah, we don't fight in front of white people. But then you gonna go and tell these jokes in front of white people. Talking about how Will Smith is a bitch and all this other stuff. So I'm like,
that's a fight in a way. It's just not with your physical hands, it's with words.
Like it serves the same purpose. Like you putting on this show for people for nothing. Like
whatever. But yeah, I caught it. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I get what you're saying about the whole taking a year to put it out and like to pretty much doing all that on stage. There was a lot of B words that I wasn't a fan of. That was my problem with it.
Yeah.
He was using it, but he was trying to be controversial. I like the art of it. I respected the art of it.
No, I definitely understand it. And it's just like, it makes sense. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I just wanted to be over like everybody else. I think it's like time for it. Like, hopefully this is it. Hopefully this is really
people
it.
dragging it. I feel like it's going to start back up because he waited so long to say something.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right. But
yeah.
I did hear that outside of that, like the stand-up was pretty good.
Okay.
Like it was pretty funny for some people, so I was like, okay. So
yeah.
It might not be that bad, but I'm just like, I'm burnt out on that whole situation, so I'm not really interested in watching it.
Right.
It's kind of the same thing with how like Dave Chappelle was going through that whole thing about how like the LGBT community was like, ban him. He's like, yo, listen, it's not y'all. It's the whites.
Yeah.
It's not about y'all. Cool. I rock with y'all. It's the whites that I'm referring to. But it's okay. But yeah, it's still, even then, it's like I didn't watch it, but I understood what he was trying to say.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So Tinder year in swipe for 2020. Okay. So Tinder, out of all their algorithm from people that use Tinder, I am a Tinder user. Mm-hmm. I'm guilty, not necessarily, but not to say that's a bad thing. That's what I mean. But I use Tinder. So they concocted a whole bunch of information in reference to the people on their app. All right. So situationship came up. We may or may have talked about situationship before, but they describe it as the complicated place where you're more than a hookup, but not quite a couple. But while definitely casual, a situationship is clearly defined, and according to new data from dating app Tinder, it's a sticky in between many people have found themselves in this year. So Tinder saw a 49% increase in members adding that new relationship intention to their profile, and they surveyed 1 in 10 surveyed young singles. Mm-hmm. And they prefer situationships as the way to develop a relationship with less pressure. Do you agree with that? Like,
yes, and it's a very simple reason. Like, I think situationship is the wrong word. I think that's just casual dating, and just people don't know that that's casual dating because there are no boundaries set between these two people. So it's just like y'all are figuring out if y'all want it,
right?
But like, I'm also not restricting you from trying to figure that out with somebody else if you was already and some like casually date somebody else. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But like the moment you want to be exclusive, that's when you be like, yo, you know. So for me, for example, like when I was tired of just being casual, I put my girl aside. I was like, yo, like, I'm trying to get with you. So what's up?
Yeah.
But like that has to be communicated. If it's not communicated, then it's just casual. There are no claims to anybody. So anybody that's acting possessive, it's just like y'all need to say something. Y'all need to talk this out. But it's very straightforward. I'm fine with it.
I feel you, and I feel like it's a. I lost part of my thought, but I feel like it's an excuse. It's more of a friendship. A situationship is a friendship, or it's casually dating. It's an excuse to avoid rejection. There we go.
Yes,
because they don't want to. They want it to be more, but they're not willing to take the step to really make it more. So they just say, "Oh, we're just in a situationship," because they're scared that the other person might reject them, and wanting to be more. Dang it, what's the term? Be more exclusive. Mm-hmm. There we go. What is wrong with me? But yes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't use the term.
I don't either. But I also think it's for people that be trying to like secretly have sex with their friends, but that's it. And it's just like you could just be.
So we're not friends, but yeah, we're
like you were already friends, but you like
WB.
secretly like plotting on your homegirl or something. And now y'all did something, and now it's just like, so what are we? What's the situation?
Okay.
And it's just like, you could have just said you was trying to sleep with your homegirl. Like, we're adults. Like, it's not that deep for real. Like, a lot of people make it more complicated than what it is.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's evasive. That's the word I'm looking for. It's evasive.
Got it.
They're dodging like titles and things like that to try to just get to an end goal. And I'm like, you could just be honest about the end goal. Most people will probably meet you there.
Okay. Do you think dinner dates are done?
Dinner dates?
Mm-hmm.
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Every date is either evolved around food or it ends with food, either way.
Okay.
It's like you're either starting the date with food or you're ending it with food because 9 times out of 10 people are nervous, they probably don't eat. So like it wouldn't make sense to not give food afterwards. But I understand if like the date part, like outside of food, that part not good. Then I can understand. I'm just like, all right, you trying to get food? Nah, I'm gonna go home. But I appreciate it. Like, I get it.
I'm gonna get some on the way home.
Yeah, like it's cool. I get it.
Yeah.
Like realistically, everybody eat. Everybody gotta eat something. So.
Yeah. Well, according to Tinder, more people are doing activities like walking, video games, activities, festivals, different little things like that. So they're seeing more of that.
That's valid, though.
And more than just dinner and drinks these days. That's what they're saying. Which I could see that.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Less traditional, more authentic ways. Do you think people are having more dates sober?
It depends on what city you're in.
Okay, I guess so.
Drinking, I feel like that's just 50-50. It just depends on the person you deal with. But like sober in other regards, probably not. There are a lot of times where like people will be like, oh, this, I don't know, I'm gonna give y'all some free game. They'll be like, hey, let's just go to the Starlight. You know what I'm saying? We hotbox and we watch the movie. It's like, all right, that's a vibe.
Oh,
that's
you said
cool.
Starlight. That's the movie there. I'm thinking something else. I'm thinking something else.
That's a vibe. So it's like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
But then there's other things where it's just like, if you have to do something beforehand to enjoy it, you probably shouldn't just be doing this anyway, because you're avoiding something, and that's gonna pick up during the day as well.
Exactly. But some people just like to have a little bit more fun. Like people know what their intentions are when they're doing it. This is true.
And it also depends on what y'all doing, because there's some like, hey, me and my homegirl going to a party. We finna pregame. Y'all try, So then it's like, all right, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
But if it's just like, hey, I'm pregaming, you trying to go to this museum. Why? What are you doing?
Exactly.
Why? This is such a relaxing place. Why are you trying to get turned like this? We can't even touch the art. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it has changed, at least for me. I can come from my perspective too, because I tend to, the dates I have, the small amount of dates I've gone on, I've been tending not to drink as much like than I normally would in the past.
Yeah.
Sober just all around, really, because more than alcohol. But yeah, but Tinder saying over 25% said they're drinking less on dates compared to the year prior, which was 72%.
I think it's really because we just drank all the alcohol during the pandemic.
Okay.
And we just tired of drinking.
Okay.
So it's just like, all right, yeah, let's just enjoy this fresh air.
We detoxing.
Now that we can stop wearing masks.
We detoxing.
Quote unquote.
All right. So no time for red flags. So do you think more? See, you're out of the dating pool, but more the dating trend. Do you think more people are more aware of their red flags?
Of their own personal red flags, or the ones that they look for in other people?
Other people. They're not aware of their own.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, not that.
They're. I done seen people get cut off for less. To be honest, you're like, oh, you got a number 3 instead of a number 4 with a Sprite. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you eat drums instead of flats. Can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've seen the pettiest things done. And that's just from friendships. So I know for a fact relationships is getting cut off if it just look like you don't look like you're doing something right. But as far as red flags on yourself, it's 50-50. Really like 70-30, but you know, I'm gonna be modest and say 50-50.
Okay, I'm gonna look at red flags like avoidance sometimes, because some people they ignore their own red flags, but they see in others, and it's instant avoidance and an excuse to like probably not deal with them in a way and address the problem that they really have in themselves, because really what they're seeing is a reflection of them. But okay, all right. So do you see a lot of revenge traveling going on?
Revenge traveling. What is that?
Okay, let's break it down.
Please.
All right, revenge travel. With many on Tinder users increasingly using the app passport feature to enable them to pursue singles outside of their local area. So it's dating outside of your state and like not willing to take a flight or travel to go on a date or see someone.
I don't even know how to respond to that, because that don't make sense to me. Like, why?
Is it called revenge travel? It makes me think that there's something goes wrong with the person they're dating or their partner, and they break up or something, and they do this revenge, just spontaneous trip somewhere. Yeah. And then they're like flexing on the gram about the trip. That's what that's how I look at revenge travel. But according to Tinder, that's not what that is.
Because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, nah, because like from the past of when I was using Tinder, I only used it out of state.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I'm just here, like I'm just trying to catch the vibe. So like anybody that's here, I'm swiping up on everything.
Okay, because you're trying
comes back, then it's like, okay, let's see what's going on right
okay,
here.
I feel you. I never really primarily used Tinder for that, but I can see why you would.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some slight. You're not doing that serious.
Oh yeah, just having a good time, like whatever that may be.
Exactly.
I use other apps for that, but yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
But yeah, so that's revenge travel. I feel like in regards to what they're saying, I can see that. I do see people like, and even my best friend, she's like, oh, date somebody in another state. I'm like, I don't want to do a long distance. Maybe that's okay for some of y'all. Maybe that's okay for her because she's a flight attendant. But for me,
okay, I see. How
that's the life they live. But maybe for me, no, I need somebody more accessible. Yeah. I'm not about. I don't need it to be too expensive to come see.
You either need to be right here or you out of state, and this is open because like there are some certain needs that got to be met. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta know that you close by. So.
Exactly. We already gotta pay for the date, so I don't want to have to pay for the flight, and the rental car, and all that to see you.
Just for like a day or two, like
exactly.
That's not. Nah.
Okay. Did you see an uptick in social issues?
What do you mean?
People like on Tinder, just in general, because you have to think in general for you, that people are being more involved in their social issues since over the last year compared to previous years.
I haven't seen any, but like honestly, the funniest, the real things I've been seeing about Tinder is just like all of the like joke bios that people will have. To where it's kind of cringy, and I think that's what kind of just creates this like this dialogue that happens in social media. So I feel like that's how I'm taking it. Okay. But like actively something has happened, and like people are using Tinder to talk about it. I've never seen that. Okay. I have seen people try to use it for like businesses though. I think that's hilarious.
I do see on Tinder that they use it. They do put that on there. Like you could tag and do all that. They do put social. There's a lot of people that do use that. Yeah. Which I find a little annoying, but yeah. Okay. All right. I think those are all the trends. Let me see. Let me check one more thing because there was a little more, but I think we're getting a little short on time. We can't really. We'll have to kind of go over these real quick. All right. So, what do you think the emoji of the year was?
It's still the laughing emoji.
Nope.
Or
Okay, I'm gonna give you some hints.
Okay.
He was locked up. One of them is still locked up. They had a song.
Bro, you don't understand how many people get locked up like on a consistency. I'm like,
But think of it. Think of an emoji.
I'm a slide, a jail, a cop car.
They're locked up in Atlanta.
And it's an emoji?
Yes.
Yo.
Okay. Pushing P. The P.
Oh,
All right. So that was the emoji of the year. Okay.
really? People are still using that? Wow, that's crazy.
That was number 1. All right. Then the number 2 was the heart with the Band-Aid around it. Number 10 was like the rat. That looks like a rat. Number 10 was a rat.
Y'all some real haters. I want y'all to know that man Gunner did not snitch.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say he is snitch. I don't know. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. I just be like, he took a plea, and they, you know.
We still waiting on that to come. I'm waiting on that to finalize.
Yeah.
All right. Share interests. Okay. Fastest growing global interest. Number 1. I might switch it. I'm gonna run through all of it. I think we're gonna cancel out the other part.
I have no clue. Drinking.
Okay. That was. Let me see. I'm trying to look at time. No, number 1 was sneakers. Drinking's not on there. Number 1 was sneakers. Number 10 was road trip. So you got sneakers, sushi, 90s kids, anime, camping, barbecue, trying new things, street food, football, road trips. Most popular interest in the U.S.
Guns.
You would think. No, number 1 yoga, vintage fashion, concerts, shopping, sushi, cafe hopping.
Yeah, nah, I would have never guessed any of these.
Self-care.
They make sense now that I'm hearing it, but it wouldn't have been my first thought.
Self-care, walking my dog, brunch fashion.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right, so the ranking of the signs flexing their astrology pride on Tinder. Number 1.
Leos.
Damn, you were right.
Yeah. It's easy, number 1.
Wow. Okay. Where do you think you rank?
As far as like flexing it, of just like, yeah,
1 to 12. Where you think you fall? Gemini's come in at
8.
Y'all come in number 6. Y'all like halfway.
I was close. Okay, all right. Because my next guess was gonna be 6, but like I was like, nah. I don't know. Like I know a lot of Geminis, but not a lot of us will be like, yeah, we Geminis, because we always, excuse my language, we always get shitted on in public. So it's just like I don't know a lot of people that just be like, yeah, that's us, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to guess top 5 though, definitely Leo. Leo's still number 1. I'm gonna go Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, and then Sagittarius. No, Virgos. I forgot the Virgos because Beyonce. Maybe not in that order, but one of those 4 is in top 5.
Number 2 Scorpio. Number 3 is Cancer. Number 4 is Taurus. 5 Libra. Gemini. 7 Aquarius. Aries. Sagittarius. Virgo. Pisces. Capricorn.
Wow.
All right. Top Spotify anthems. Number 1.
I'm gonna guess it's a Yeet song because he just passed. He had that.
Shockingly, no. You're gonna be very surprised.
I'm already surprised because it's not Yeet because I just saw that thing. I don't know.
Stephen Lacy, Bad Habit.
Wow, he got number 1. Wow, shout out to Stephen Lacy
on there.
out here eating. Shout out to the Geminis. We out here doing.
See, bam. All right.
That's why we number 6.
So number 2, Pushin P. 3, Me, Porta Bonita, Bad Bunny. Heat Waves, Glass Animal, Way Too Sexy. First Class, As It Was, Harry Styles. Wait For You. No Role Models.
J. Cole?
Yep.
Wow, that's still going. That's crazy.
Tito, Me, somebody's pregnant. Bad Bunny. Pregunto. What is Pregunto? TT, Me, Pregunto.
Look, I speak American.
All right, so top passport destinations. We got 3 more categories.
Top passport destination. Is it like of just all time? Is it this year?
Think of worldwide.
Last
year, 18 to 25-year-olds passported on average 9 times a month.
I'm gonna either say Ghana, France, or I don't know. I'll say Japan just because I want to go there.
Okay, I don't think none of them on there. LA number 1, New York number 2, London number 3. I think you said Paris. Paris number 4.
Okay.
5 Tokyo, 6 Miami.
Japan. All right, cool.
6 Miami, 7 Amsterdam, 8 Stockholm, Seattle number 9 Madrid. I don't think he said Spain, but that's Spain. All right.
No,
So
I mean that's Europe though, so it's not too far.
top passport destinations for U.S. members. I'm gonna just go over it. It's kind of similar. You got London, Tokyo, Paris, Seattle, Amsterdam, Sydney, Stockholm, Kyiv, Toronto, Mexico City.
Okay.
All right, and then lastly, top date activities for U.S. members.
Top date
Activities.
for U.S. Okay. Movies, bars, club. I guess I kind of lump that in with bars. Going swimming or something along those lines. Going walking.
Okay, get a walk. All right.
That's all I got. I couldn't think of anything else.
Walks on there, number 4. Netflix and chill is the closest thing to movies, number 5. All right, so hiking, bowling, picnic, a walk, Netflix, arcade, grabbing coffee, comedy show, date, dinner date, mini golf. That's it. But yeah, that's the Tinder topics for last year.